of a hitman who is killed on his final mission, leaving his daughter to complete it. The story begins with Thomas, a seasoned hitman, armed and ready for his current mission. He meticulously surveys his targets, identifying their positions and calculating their potential escape routes if he were to fire. Thomas is an exceptionally skilled hitman. He's completed every mission he's ever taken, leaving no target alive. Today is no different. Once he's analyzed the situation, he takes down the first man. The remaining targets scatter and panic, unsure where to run, as Thomas systematically eliminates them one by one. He's killed almost everyone. As he moves forward to confirm their demise, he spots a man still alive, hidden in the grass. Just as Thomas reaches his final target, the man fires, hitting Thomas in the leg. Thomas falls but recognizes that his assailant is a novice. His aim isn't good. Thomas still has a chance to kill him. Without moving his sniper rifle, he draws his pistol and, with a single shot, kills the man. But now Thomas is injured. He leaves the scene and takes refuge in a nearby warehouse, where he bandages his wound to allow him to walk. A few hours later, feeling somewhat better, Thomas returns home. We meet his wife, Ruth, who is paralyzed and unable to walk. They also have a daughter named Marina. Thomas deeply loves his family and wants them to always be with him. However, he and Ruth constantly argue. Despite their disagreements, Thomas suggests to Ruth, "Let's all go for a walk on the beach. We can sit there and talk. It'll be nice." But Ruth refuses to leave the house. So, Thomas leaves with Marina instead. They walk along the beach for a long time. Eventually, Thomas sits under a dry tree and finds a bottle beneath it. Inside the bottle is a message. After reading it, he realizes someone wants to hire him for a new job. He then takes Marina home, as they're already running late. Upon their arrival, Ruth immediately starts yelling at him. Marina tries to reason with Ruth, but she won't listen. Thomas tells Marina to go inside, while he patiently endures Ruth's shouts. The next day, we see Marina with her friend, Freya. They're walking through the jungle. A little further on, they spot a very agitated man named Poe. Poe seems disoriented, unsure of why he's even there. In his confusion, he looks at both girls. Freya asks him who he is and what he's doing there. Hearing these questions, Poe runs away. Freya dismisses it, saying, "Crazy people always come to this jungle. We shouldn't pay too much attention to them." As they continue walking, they see Thomas again, digging in the sand. Marina is puzzled because he was doing the same thing yesterday. They both watch carefully to see what Thomas is doing. Again, Thomas finds a bottle containing a message. After reading the message, Thomas leaves the bottle there. The two girls then approach the spot and retrieve the bottle. They discover that the message inside is written in a code and cannot be easily read. Freya takes a picture of it, and they head back. The following day, Thomas takes Marina to the jungle. He has placed many wooden canes in front of them. He takes out his gun and tells Marina to aim at them. When Marina tries, none of her shots are accurate. Thomas then demonstrates, showing her the technique, and also explains what the proper method is. Understanding these things, Marina is able to aim effectively. But now she asks Thomas, "Why are you teaching me to shoot a gun? Is it really necessary?" Thomas replies, "Yes, keep learning it. This will help you protect yourself, and in the future, you'll thank me." Marina believes him. The next day, when Marina goes to school, Freya excitedly tells her that she has finally decoded the mysterious message they found. As they read it, Marina realizes with shock that it's a message to kill someone. It means Thomas, her father, is going to kill someone. Both girls are surprised. Marina insists, "My father isn't a hitman. This must be a prank. Someone's playing a joke on him." She goes home to find her parents, Thomas and Ruth, fighting as usual. Seeing their constant arguments worries her, but today's fight seems endless, only growing more intense. After a while, Ruth finally says, "I've been thinking about this for a long time, and today I'm finally telling you. We can't live together anymore. I'm divorcing you. Get out of here forever. I don't even want to see your face." Marina cries, heartbroken that her parents are separating. But Thomas doesn't argue much. The next day, he drops Marina off at school. He explains that he won't be staying at home anymore and will live somewhere else. But he assures Marina that if she ever needs anything, he won't be far. He'll be right there for her. He tells her that she is the most precious thing in the world to him. "Marina, take care of yourself," he says. "I'll come to see you again soon." Marina doesn't react outwardly, but once inside, she starts to cry. Thomas leaves the school. After a while, he arrives at a horse farm, his new target's location. His target is Morton Miller, one of America's biggest mafia bosses, who runs massive criminal operations. Today, Miller has come to see his horses, and Thomas knows this is the perfect moment to strike. Slowly, Miller enters the farm. All his guards remain outside, with two positioned at the door. Miller walks inside towards his horse. As he looks at the animal, he sees Thomas, gun in hand. Thomas shoots Miller directly in the head. The guards outside hear the gunshot. As they rush inside, Thomas quickly kills both of them. He thinks he's eliminated everyone, but there are many more guards outside who are now firing blindly at him. Thomas evades them, running and shooting whenever he gets a chance. But he's injured, and the number of guards isn't decreasing, it's growing. After a while, a bullet hits Thomas in the stomach, worsening his injuries. Still, he knows how to trick them. After a moment, he outsmarts everyone and manages to reach his car. Then, he sees a policeman standing nearby. Thomas straightens up, hoping the policeman won't suspect him. The policeman tells Thomas, "Your car's license plate is missing. And where's your driving license? I need to see your papers." Thomas replies, "Some boys came and stole my license plate, and my wallet too. I was chasing them, but I couldn't catch them." The policeman believes his story and leaves. As soon as the officer is gone, Thomas collapses. His condition is critical. He gets into his car and starts driving again, but his eyes are slowly closing. He can barely see the road, taking his last breaths, unsure where to go. The next day, we see Marina, waiting alone, thinking about how she and her father used to spend time together there. She can't shake the thought of her parents divorcing. She walks in the forest for hours, still hoping her parents will stay together. After a while, she sees Thomas's car parked in the middle of the forest. She doesn't understand why his car is there. She runs closer and, upon reaching it, sees Thomas's dead body inside the car. She opens the door and breaks down, sobbing uncontrollably. She doesn't know what to do. She calls Freya and tells her to come as soon as possible. After Freya arrives, they take the body out. Freya suggests, "We should call the police. Your father was shot." Marina says, "No. If the police come, they'll only cause more problems for everyone, especially my mother. I'll talk to my mother about this myself." Together, the two girls dig a grave and bury the body. After the burial, Marina feels even sadder. She returns home, crying, and lies on her bed for hours. But she doesn't want to tell her mother anything. After an hour, when she calms down a bit, she goes to Ruth. She asks, "What does Thomas do? Is he an enemy?" Hearing these words, Ruth gets angry. "Perhaps you don't know the truth about your father," she says. "He's a hitman, and the whole world is his enemy because he's killed countless people. And all the people he's killed, they all want to kill him. What do you think? That I became handicapped like this, lying on this bed? All this is your father's fault. He kept killing people, and people kept coming to seek revenge from him." Ruth continues, "Once, some thugs broke into the house and started shooting wildly. Nothing happened to your father, but the bullets hit my legs. Since then, I've been handicapped forever. I'm paying for your father's sins. That's why I hate Thomas so much, and why we had so many fights. I don't even want to see his face. If he wasn't in my life would have been much better." Now Marina understands everything. Why Ruth hated Thomas so much, why they always fought, and what her father's true business was. As time goes by, Marina starts collecting all her father's things. One day, a message appears on Thomas's phone, instructing him to go to the same beach again, where he'll find a message in a bottle. She goes to the beach and, after pulling out the bottle, finds a message inside. It's coded again, and she doesn't understand it. Nearby, she discovers a box filled with money, likely payment for a completed job. She keeps the money and immediately calls Freya. When Freya arrives, they go to the warehouse where Thomas used to spend a lot of time. Inside, they find all sorts of weapons Marina had never seen before. Marina shows Freya the coded message and asks her to decode it, desperate to know what it says. Freya begins decoding it and, after a while, reveals the next target, a man named Oleg, along with his address. Marina notes all this information. The very next morning, she arrives at that address. Oleg works in a very large office and is the boss there. She first speaks at the reception and then proceeds inside. No one stops her, as they see her as just a girl. As soon as she enters the office, she pulls out her gun. Meanwhile, Oleg emerges from the washroom and sees Marina standing in front of him, gun in hand. For a moment, he doesn't understand what's happening or why a girl has a gun. Then Marina fires, and the bullet goes straight into Oleg's chest, dropping him instantly. Marina calmly walks out, unnoticed by anyone, as everyone is looking into the office, wondering where the shot came from. When she gets home, Ruth starts yelling at her, demanding to know why she's late and what she was doing outside for so long. Marina then places the medicines and the money on the table, telling Ruth that Thomas sent them. Ruth, still unaware of the truth, calms down upon seeing the money and medicine. The next day, we see Poe at the beach. He doesn't know that Thomas is dead. He comes, retrieves a bottle from the sand, and leaves with the name and address of a new target. He visits the beach 3 times a week for this purpose. Immediately after his departure, Marina arrives and takes the message out of the bottle. She also finds more money. Back home, she begins to decode the message herself, just as Freya taught her. It takes her some time, but eventually, she decodes it. Now she knows the name and address of her next target. She gets dressed and heads to a movie theater, not to watch a movie, but to kill her target. After the movie starts, when everyone is engrossed in the film, she takes out her gun and attaches a silencer so no one hears the shot. She slowly moves behind her target's seat and fires 2 bullets, completing her mission. She then exits very easily. As soon as she reaches her father's warehouse that night, she sees Freya standing there. Freya is surprised to see Marina. "You never go out alone, especially at night," she says. "Where are you coming from?" Marina then tells her the whole truth. "Now I have to run this house," she explains. "After Thomas's death, I have to do everything. Otherwise, my mother will suffer because she can't do anything herself. That's why I've started doing Thomas's work. No one knows the truth that Thomas is dead. I've already killed 2 people so far." Hearing these words, Freya stares at her for a moment, then smiles and says, "You are a very brave girl. I'm with you." The 2 of them reach the beach the next day and take out another bottle. They get the name and location of the next target. This time, Freya goes with Marina. After driving for a while, they reach the location. Marina gets out of the car, telling Freya, "Keep the car started. As soon as I come back and sit, we'll leave." Freya agrees. Marina reaches her target's door. As soon as she knocks, a woman opens it. This is Marina's next target. The woman mistakes Marina for her daughter's friend and speaks to her very lovingly. Then Marina pulls out the gun and shoots the woman, but her aim is off. The woman starts running, and her son, Kyle, is right behind her. Marina runs for a long time, with Kyle pursuing her. In the end, he catches her and asks, "What are you doing? You're a girl, and you're shooting. Who sent you here?" Marina says, "I don't know anything about her. I've never met her." Seeing her distress, Kyle says, "Go away from here right now. If I see you around here again, I'll call the police directly." Marina runs away. Meanwhile, we see Poe with his boss. His boss scolds him, saying, "Thomas's target was missed this time. I don't think this is Thomas's work. He never misses his target. Go and find out who went to kill that woman." Poe leaves. The next day, he reaches the beach again. After placing the message in the bottle, he hides in the grass and waits to see who comes. After a while, he sees Marina. Marina takes out the message, collects the money, and leaves. Now Poe also knows the truth. Back home, Marina decodes the message herself and gets both the name and location of her next target. She's now ready to kill. She arrives at a parking lot and waits for her target. As soon as her target appears, she shoots without hesitation, then starts running. Just then, Poe appears in front of her and catches her. When Freya sees this, she rushes to save Marina and starts running with her. Poe shoots, and the bullet hits Freya's hand. Marina immediately takes her to the hospital. Freya is injured but still alive. Marina sits there for a long time and finally comes home. After a while, Poe arrives with many of his men, intending to kill Marina. He still doesn't know who Marina is or who her father was. When the bullets start flying, Marina gets ready. Her father's blood runs in her veins, and she's been practicing extensively in the last few days. She's ready to kill. She doesn't even get a scratch. She starts killing everyone one by one. Seeing this, Poe is surprised. When he can't win, he grabs Ruth and points a gun at her, telling Marina to drop her gun. Who are you after all? He demands. Then Marina declares, I am Thomas's daughter. As soon as she says this, she shoots Poe in the head, and he dies. Ruth is completely bewildered. As soon as morning comes, Marina digs many graves outside. She buries all the bodies of the people they killed during the night. Ruth watches her daughter, accepting that just like Thomas, her daughter is the same. She is proud of this because she now knows that Thomas is dead and Marina is continuing his work. After some time, Marina goes to Poe's boss. She shoots him in the legs and says, Don't follow me from now on. My father was killed because of you. Now I am going to follow in his footsteps. She leaves,